Hey folks, Jeff Hoffman here from the UF Weather Center. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Of course, we're going to wait as you join. It's Throwback Thursday, Ghostbusters style. Our weather team, come on, Dan. All right. The reason, I don't know. I was the only one in this room that was alive when this song came out. Lots of myths and ghosts we need to bust this weekend for the weather forecast. Everything is quiet now, but will it be that way this weekend? I gotta turn it down first. In all seriousness, we got this, what is it? A big blob of moisture, right? Look at this big blob. Big East Coast storm developing this weekend. But Rebecca's here to say what about the game Saturday?
That you don't have to necessarily worry too much about it, because we've heard some rumors about a big coastal storm. Well, it's affecting the Carolinas. That's what it's going to affect. It's actually been bringing the nice weather, so our radar has been clear the past couple of days now, and this area of low pressure is going to continue to bring in the drier air. So over the next couple of days, it's going to keep us mostly dry. So your game day forecast isn't looking too bad. It doesn't mean we're completely clear of the rain though. So when you start out tailgating and during Gator Walk, we'll have some clouds in the sky. And later on in the afternoon, closer to kickoff, close to 3 or 4 o'clock, there could be a few spotty showers. Not going to rule out a thunderstorm in the area either, but all this activity will likely be very brief in nature. Not expecting any very lengthy lightning delays during the game, but you may want to bring a poncho with you if you get irritated with some of that rainfall in the area. And we're keeping an eye on some other things.
Yes.
Other blobs of moisture.
So just to reiterate, folks, in keeping with Throwback Thursday, oh, where did it go? This scary blob, not a ghost, it's a storm. But it's moving out, and it should not have a major impact on our weekend. Yes, as Rebecca mentioned, a spotty shower or thunderstorm. Yes, the potential for that on the afternoon hours Saturday. But this thing is an upstate problem into the Carolinas and up the East Coast. Now, there is one other thing that's a little bit daunting. Let's show what that is. And Dan Henry. Dan, tell us what's going on in the Gulf this weekend.
Sure thing. I hope you can hear me over our wonderful soundtrack in the back here. I got it, Rebecca. So, let me get control of the mouse here. So, this is what we're dealing with right now. We've got this blob off to our east, off the East Coast, and as we go on into Friday, you can see how much that dry air is really wrapped around to the north. So, it should be lower chances for precipitation Friday. Unfortunately, Saturday, some of that tropical moisture comes back, so we can't rule out spotty shower by game time. But then we're watching another disturbance by next week that is likely to form in the lower part of the Gulf. Not necessarily likely to become a named storm, but it's something that we need to keep an eye on. You notice these wind barbs, okay? We see the nice southerly and northerly component to it, so there's some rotation with this thing, but right now only given a low chance of development by the National Hurricane Center, and as we go on into next week, that will continue to raise our rain chances, but still only in the moderate range. So we've heard a lot of people talking about how it was going to be this big rain event this weekend, or big rain event into next week with a tropical system, but we're trying to bust the myth that it's going to be a total washout, because we're looking at only spotty showers right now. We're still fairly dry at mid-levels. So.
All right, thanks, Dan. Yeah, and hey, if you would mind, once in a while, thanks to Neil for running our new camera here with Periscope. I want to show you where you can get the most up-to-date information on our website. There's 2 different versions here. There's a UF Weather /game day, ufweather.org/game day, with up-to-the-minute information on the game day forecast this Saturday. UF Weather /tropics, ufweather.org/tropics. We'll keep you updated, not only here in North Florida, but all over the state through the Florida Public Radio Emergency Network Storm Center. And right here is where you can download that new app, Florida Storms, on the iOS store. That Android version is coming later this week or this weekend. Thanks for joining us on our Throwback Thursday Ghostbusters UF Weather Center Periscope.